I'm doing something a little different. I've tried this 3 times. I can't seem to get it right. So I don't know. I guess I'll just sit here and do it. Uh, I've got all my guitars over there that I've used so far. And there's a couple over there. One Mitchell that I've used, and the other is a Fender FA 235E that I've got some 1356 strings on it that I just got. Uh, Boy, that was a mistake. I thought I was going to pull the bridge off of it, so I just loosened them up and ordered some more strings, and it's going to set for a while. I might play it later. Then I want to talk about this picture. See that picture up there? Indian on the horse. I used to work at a race car shop. That's a puzzle. Um, Next door to the race car shop, I got to be pretty good buddies with the guy that worked there, and he'd come over and help me when there was something that I couldn't do by myself. You know, like pull a motor out because they had a forklift. Excuse me, and we didn't. So he'd come over and help me do heavy stuff, you know, pick the whole car up too with the forklift and move it around if I needed that. But anyway, he made that for me, and I was just so flattered, just so flattered. He and I got along really well. He was an older Indian slash Mexican from northern New Mexico, and he liked to read westerns, and so did I. So we exchanged books a lot, and we chit chatted about Indians, etc. And anyway, that is a fine, fine gift. I don't think I've ever had another gift like that. That was unsolicited, with the exception of an engine builder I know in Dallas. Um, I turned his wife on to reading some books that I enjoyed, and she was so appreciative of that last year she sent me by FedEx overnight 3 books she wanted me to read. Unbeknownst to me that she would send them, I got a text message from her on his phone that said, or wanting to know my address because they wanted to send me a package. I said, well, what's up with that? You know, I had no idea. I mean, you know, the engine builder and I are pretty good buddies. We chit chat a lot on the phone. Now, he's in Dallas, so I don't get to see him very much. But anyway, they sent me 3 books. So I've had 2 unsolicited gifts in my lifetime. That's one of them. And stuff like that just knocks me off my feet. Anyway, excuse me. The main reason I'm doing this, especially showing the guitars, is because I want to finish up about this Washburn. I want you to look at that abalone on the body, the purfling, if you will, and the rosette. And look at this headstock. I didn't show you that. Hold on a second. I didn't show you that when I did the review. The headstock, man alive, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Good Lord. This thing is just so pretty, and it sounds pretty. Listen to this. Now that's just strumming with my thumb. Excuse me. I have no idea what it sounds like with a pick, and I don't even care because I don't use a pick. You know, if you want to use a pick, fine. I don't. I prefer just my thumb. But I will say it's very articulate for its size. It's as big as a dreadnought down here, but it's got a tight waist like a concert guitar. It's got the narrow shoulders like a concert. But it's also deep. That's 4 inches on the bottom. I don't know what the top is. I didn't measure it. That's 4 inches. This is where all the volume comes from. That and the bracing, and it's a spruce top, solid spruce. It's not laminate. It's a Washburn. It's a well-made guitar. and I've looked it over pretty good. I prefer it acoustic. I've tried it with the Fishman amp. I'm not impressed. I mean, you know, it's okay. It's a Fishman amp. It does what it's supposed to, but I like sitting on top of this thing while it's making noise is what I do. Now, listen to this, how articulate it is. Now, I'm not a finger picker. I'm not a flat picker. I'm not a blues player. I just make noise, try to make it sound good, and try to make my voice blend with it. Now, my point being is I'm going to redo all my videos and use only this guitar. That's, you know, I started my YouTube career with this, reviewing it. And tonight, I've been playing all my songs, not all of them. I've been playing my songs. I couldn't play them all in one night, wear my fingers out. But anyway, the ones I've already made, I'm going to redo the videos, and anything new going forward, I'm going to only use this, simply because I like the sound of this guitar. And I don't know why I strayed. I should have just showed you the video of this guitar to start with, so you'd know that I did have a choice. You know, this is, since last April, this is number 10. Actually, it's number 11. Number 10, the first one I got, I gave it to a buddy of mine, just because I wanted him to have it. It was solid mahogany, all mahogany Fender Dreadnought, and I put a bone saddle and brass pins in it because it just didn't quite do for me. But anyway, I gave it to him, and I no longer have it. And then I had another guitar that I got that I didn't like at all, and I traded it in for the Mitchell, I guess, one of the Mitchells. I'm not sure which one. Anyway, I have 9 in my possession, and this, yeah, it's new. That has a lot to do with it. The new hasn't worn off of it, because I've only had it a little over a week this past Thursday. But oh, I like playing it. So from this point forward, all my videos are going to be on this, okay? And I hope y'all will listen, keep listening, and listen to the new ones too, because it flatters me to see the views and the compliments or comments, which are not very many, but you know, every little bit helps. I like being encouraged, just like anybody else. Pat me on the head and I'll wag my tail. That's just how I am, unless you get my dander up. And anyway, I'll see y'all later. Thanks a lot. Bye.